Hey up everybody, Magpie9901 here, bringing you another Battlefield video. Now I say just Battlefield and not Battlefield 1 because this is about the Battlefield franchise as a whole. Now a few days ago, Electronic Arts posted their fiscal results for this year, or well, the last financial year. And whilst they was doing that, they had a conference call with investors. This is done to let them know what's going to be coming in the future, where the company's heading with certain franchises that it owns, and it just allows the investors to get a taste of where the company is heading. And of course there was quite a bit of focus on Battlefield overall. And the main focus of this conference call was to let them know what they were looking at doing with Battlefield 1 over the course of the next year. Of course there's another 3 lots of DLC to come out for Battlefield 1. We've got In the Name of the Tsar, which is due out in, I think it's late summer, so they're looking at maybe an August sort of time, July, August I think. Then you've got Turning Tides and the final one, which is Apocalypse. But they also said that they're looking at changing the way they deal with the DLC and the added extras with the game. They're going to be looking towards a more live services setup whereby they've already switched to monthly updates and they will be including new content, and apparently this content will be for everybody. It won't just be for Premium Pass members. Looks as though the Premium Pass model is something that they want to walk away from. They currently can't with this Battlefield 1 because they set this whole game up with the premium in mind, so they have to follow that through because obviously a lot of people have bought into premium. But they're looking to change that in the future. How they're going to bring extra content to the whole community and replace the revenue that they will lose for not doing a premium pass, I'm not sure. They're not going to give it away for free, that is for sure, but they're maybe going to look at another way of bringing it to people. The monthly updates are a big bonus for everybody. There are of course the new maps that have come out. We've had Nouvelle Nights, which apparently was going to be a Premium Pass holders map only, but there's been rumours in the last week or so that it will be released to Premium Pass members first and then it will go to everybody afterwards. That, I don't know how true that is, but that's what I'm hearing at the moment. And then we've got Praise D to Her, which from now on I'm just going to call PDT because it's an odd name to pronounce all the time. But PDT is coming and there's been no words of that going to Premium Pass holders only. So right now it's believed that that will go to everybody once it releases. So it's some interesting news about Battlefield 1 there, but the big news in this financial report was that the new Battlefield, the next Battlefield game, will be around next year. And they're looking at a launch of October 2018. Now, a lot of people thought that the game had been pushed back because this report states financial year 2019. But the financial year obviously crosses over into the new year and ends in 2019. So it doesn't mean the game has been pushed back, that's just when that financial year ends. And this is pretty big news. Personally, I did expect them to bring a Battlefield next year. It's looking like it's going to be a 2-year cycle for these games. 1 year you're going to have a Battlefield and the next year you might have a Battlefront. That's how it's working this year, so maybe that's how it'll work next year and the year after. Not too sure about that right now, but it is big news. But that is the only news right now. There's no information on an exact date within October when it will release. There's no information on the setting of the game. There's absolutely no information on what we can expect within this game. But if you look at the roadmaps that Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1 have followed in the past, then you're probably going to looking at seeing some teasers, maybe a trailer, probably April, May, June time. You've got the EA Play event, so we would expect to see gameplay there. You've got E3, so you would expect to see maybe gameplay there too. And then maybe open betas just afterwards, which is how it went with Battlefield 1. So yeah, it's exciting times ahead for the Battlefield franchise. It's very strong. As I've said in a previous video, it's had 19 million players so far. So, and it's grown 50% faster than Battlefield 4 has. And there's been quite a bit of, I wouldn't say controversy, but there's a lot of people downplaying Battlefield and actually how big it has become. And almost slight negativity out there within the community. But all I can see when I look at Battlefield is one hell of a strong title, one hell of a strong franchise, one hell of a game that people are enjoying. So I don't know where the negativity comes from. Of course, there's going to be a lot of speculation going forward on the setting of this new Battlefield game. The natural progression would be for them to go to World War II, since they are doing World War I with Battlefield 1. So the last DLC, the Apocalypse, could be a good precursor to what we could expect to come in a World War II setting. Some people have said the Vietnam War, but is the Vietnam War big enough for a game like Battlefield? The First World War serves Battlefield very well because it's big, it's grand, and you know, I'm not saying that it was a great thing, but it suits the game setup very well. There's lots of epic battles that can be depicted within the game, lots of weaponry, you know, lots of armies were involved, whereas the Vietnam War was, and not to downplay the Vietnam War, but it was a lot smaller. There wasn't great, massive, epic battles, not like what you got in World War One or World War Two. So I can only see it going one way, and that's going to World War Two. But the thing is, Call of Duty's doing it. Some people have bashed them because it's been done before. If Battlefield goes and does it, then again, it's all been done before. Are we going to see anything new that we haven't seen before? It's just a rehash of stuff that we've played before, so it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. I personally think that they should just grab World War II by the balls and make it their own. They've done World War I, they're doing it very well. They've depicted the weapons, the vehicles, the armies, the battles really well, and we've got a lot more to come over the next year. So I'd like to finish out Battlefield 1 after the final DLC and move on to the next one next October and go straight into World War II. But as I say, it's all rumours at the moment. All we know for sure is there will be another Battlefield game next October. I mean, they could completely throw us a curveball and decide to go back to modern day, present day, you know, you don't know. It's all up in the air right now. But as soon as I know more on this, I shall bring that to you guys and girls. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and you will get the latest updates from me as and when I get them. And yeah, we'll see where this one goes. Exciting times. As always, thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.